My name is Burju. I am autistic. I also have generalized anxiety disorder and depression, and I enjoy being a wife and a worker. I love reading books. I love science fiction, and I'm a firm believer that we are more than the sum of our disabilities. I discovered that I am autistic at the ripe age of 40. My son Tristan is 5 years old, and I always knew Tristan was a bit different than the other babies. A few people mentioned that he might be neurodivergent, and after that I thought, I tick a lot of these boxes. Before I discovered my neurodivergency, I always thought life was a bit hard. This feels a bit too much. A lot of the advice in anxiety and depression for neurotypicals is that you push through. If you are afraid of something, you just push through and do it. That doesn't work for neurodivergent people, and we end up getting in burnout. The symptoms were quite physical to begin with. I felt an overwhelming sense of doom. I had a lot of panic attacks, just heartbeat, really fast heartbeat as I was running the whole time. My body just wanted to run. I kept pushing through. My body was trying to tell me, oh, you're going too far, you're going too far. But I kept telling my body and my brain, no, we're going to push through this. My sensory triggers is bright lights, noise. I call driving a sensory nightmare. It's just a bombardment of sensory input. You have to be aware of pedestrians coming. You have to be aware of lights flashing. You have to be aware of construction. The jackhammer. Oh, there's planes flying. And at some point, both my brain and body went, nope, we just cannot do this. And it's like a shutdown. And at some point, I couldn't breathe. So I was going, what is this? Am I having a heart attack? At this point, I wasn't myself. Really just, your body lets go of itself. I felt this enormous sense of guilt and shame. I felt like I let my team down at work. I felt like I let my husband down, my children down. I didn't know what was happening. It didn't still compute with me until I went to see my GP and my psychiatrist, and they said, yeah, that's panic disorder and the autistic burnout. My psychologist actually showed me a picture of a breakdown burnout, and she said, Burju, this is going to be a constant thing in your life. Then I thought, okay, I'm not the only one. Knowing that I might be neurodivergent, I didn't have my diagnosis yet, but knowing that I might be neurodivergent, it's okay not to be this amazing, productive, mother of the year, wife of the year, it's okay. So once I knew I wasn't the only one, and once I knew this was the lowest point, I could see, okay, there is actually a peak. My psychologist asked me, Burju, what's your safe space? It's me in my backyard, just with birds chirping, a little wind. Nature is just sensory heaven. The tree trunks that just feel gently on your fingertips. And you look up the sky and the shapes and the colors, and it just sends some sort of message to my brain that, this is different. This feels busy but calm. As soon as you remove yourself from that cycle of frustration, cycle of anger, it reminds you that you're part of something bigger. I don't have to be that amazingly productive person. I don't have to be an astronaut. I just have to be alive. I just have to be happy with myself and content. The strategies that helped me were a good support network. A good GP is the first step. Since my breakdown, I've also been through the NDIS journey, and Feros has been incredible in connecting me to services in the community, but also getting my foot in the NDIS door. You are the accountable and responsible person for your own life. But you can still ask for help. You can still ask for someone to advocate on your behalf. I think a great start, and people have made a start on this, I'm not suggesting we haven't, but a great start is to keep talking about it. and normalize it, to accept that we're all human beings. We all have different challenges. Mental health issues are public health issues. That can't happen without organizations pushing for change. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And this is not a one-off. I am probably going to have more panic attacks, more breakdowns, and more burnouts, and that's okay. I exist because of my curiosity. I want to see what tomorrow holds. I want to see how my babies are going to grow. I am who I am, and I love myself as I am, and what's that word I'm looking for? Give me a second. Self-compassion.